And it's on. All right, where were we? Anger management. I have this tendency that I have a short temper, so something doesn't go on my way, or I find out something, I snap, and I get really, pissed off, and oftentimes I do things that I regret later, and I hate it because I don't want it to be that type of person who just flips and pisses off and you know says shit to hurt people, whatnot. I'm not even comfortable talking about all aspects of this thing in the camera, which means that I should, because it is a real problem, and it's one of my weakest points as a whole, as a person, as a shibga. This is my weakest point because I do not really deal with anger management that well. I can't really manage my anger. I have been meditating a lot better. It's not on my board, but it's actually one of the most um, down to do to get on this journey. If you're somebody who's far from doing things of this nature, I would say meditation and exercise. Meditation and exercise. That's it. And then everything else will fall into place. So I have been meditating consistently, more consistently than even boxing, obviously, because you do this thing daily. And the only thing I can say in terms of progress in here is that when I wrote it, my goal was to not snap. I don't want to snap. But I'm not going to give a star just because I don't snap anymore. I want to get to a point where I have complete peace. By peace, the definition is that a point in time when I'll go about my day and somebody pisses me off. Maybe it's my girlfriend, maybe it's somebody else. And I will leave that situation, letting them have, doing what is the best that I can do to calm that situation down, walking away and not keep replaying the situation in my head and saying the things I want to say. I'll give you an example, and this is pretty hard for me to do, to confess this. For example, I have a fight with my girlfriend. The before Shibga 2014 one would get pissed off and just like go apeshit. Maybe the middle 2015 Shibga doesn't get pissed off, thinks of the thing, tries to calm down, and calms the situation down. I say what needs to be said to calm her down. I say and do and act the way for the best for both of us. Nobody's hurt, nobody's feelings are hurt really bad. And I walk away. But this is where the problem comes. After I leave, I feel like there was injustice done. So I keep on replaying the situation in my head and saying the things to her in my imagination of the replay, the things that I really want to say and why she's wrong and why I'm right. But the point I want to get to is do the best I can do to calm the situation down and what's best for the people, and then just walk away and be fine and be happy and be content because I did the right thing. I did the best for everybody who the situation was involved. That's where I want to get to, and that is not easy, especially for me, especially with people that have anger problems. I give myself up to 25, age 25. I have 2 more years. By that time, through meditation, through growing, through building more relationships, I want to get to a point where I can do that. It is truly, I believe, one of those key things that is holding everything else back for me to lurch forward. That being said, no star, but I am still satisfied with the amount of progress I've done in it. Next, flexibility. in the beginning of the year, what I did was I measured my two legs and how much, I guessed, like estimation, how many inches it would be if I were to do a split. And I divided that in the 12 months, and according to that, I would be around 70, but I stopped after like the first month. When I was in my country, I was doing it every night, and it happens pretty fast. It doesn't take that long. I'm pretty sure you can reach this within a year, like a split, if you are consistent with it. But I fell off. I couldn't get myself to do this anymore. And I mean, I'm not even sure if I'm going to come back to this, only because I labeled it as a split. But if flexibility is the thing that's in question, then there's no doubt I would like to come back to it, because I want to be more flexible in every way: spine, back, hands, fingers, wrist, everything. I would like to be more flexible, more fumble. Elliot Hulse would call this tender aggression. You're soft, but at the same time, you're solid and strong as well. Moving on. Poi. This is a flow art. Flow art is a dance tool. I don't have it around me, but I'm not going to really explain this in this video because it's not a thing you talk about. I would like to make a video, even if it's in 2016, about the moves. My goal was to learn 10 moves. I learned about 11 or 12 and integrated them into nice little motion transitions. It's really nice. If you guys if you guys watching this, you can YouTube some of this. Poi, just P-O-I. You'll come across some videos. It's just like a dancing tool with music. It's relaxing. It's nice. Looks awesome. I'll make a video about that later. Last goal was guitar. This is the one, just like the backflip, that I'm actually disappointed about. I picked up the guitar in the beginning of this year because over time and time again, I kept on running into my passion for music. I would listen to a song after a long time, and something inside would tell me that I just need something. Like, I need to put away some time in my day to devote to grow my skills in music, because I want to get to a point where I can, channel my feeling into a note, possibly one day. And sadly, I let it go. I'm not sure when. I was doing okay in the beginning, and then now it's in the corner of the room. There's dust on it. I am truly disappointed about this last one, because I want to get back on it in 2016 for sure, and keep it consistently, at least 15 minutes a day. Try to be a good guitarist. So that's it, guys. If you haven't noticed, this is 14 videos here. Number 15 was this. I wanted to upload YouTube videos. Just more of a diary. If people watch it, that's good. I'll be happy. If not, it's okay. Also, another reason is I want my brothers to have a way to see the path I took and the ways I developed myself when I got into college, and keep it frequent, so later they can have an exact path they can see. If they want to be a salesman, they can see all my videos and know exactly what it's going to be like. And I'll be a good mentor because I'm doing it as well as documenting about it. Anyways, as a whole, for 2015, I am proud. There's a lot that happened. I accomplished a lot. To sum it up and give some overall final conclusions, one would be 2016 is going to look a lot different than this. If I was to flip this board and write 2016 on the top, there wouldn't be nearly as many lines, because one thing I realized about writing goals and accomplish them, when you go over 3 or 4, you're going to be okay at a lot of these. I'm okay at point out. I know 10 moves. I'm okay at abs. I have 4. I'm okay at these things, but I'm not a master at any one of them. 2016 is going to be about prioritizing. Prioritizing really heavily. I want to choose 2 to 3, maximum 4 things to dominate and be a master at. Okay? Now, does that mean that the goals that I put now just vanish away? Of course not. My brothers, I'm gonna still lead them to do better. Boxing, I'm gonna continue. Anger management, I'm gonna still meditate and start to keep growing in that way. All these things are ingrained in me because I have been trying to do them for a whole year. And the ones that are not, either is not important enough or I need to, give it some more effort. But the things that I accomplish, they're not just gonna vanish away. They're a part of me now. Just like 2014, my main goals were to eat well, to get in the gym more often. I don't have to write that anymore. I go to the gym every day, whether I feel like it or not. I eat well. There's nothing else in my food other than nothing else in my fridge other than healthy food. This is already in me. I don't need to write it down anymore. The things that I accomplish now is already in me. But 2016 is gonna be a heck load more concentrated, focused, and less goals with more domination and mastery. And I'll tell you right now, the number one is gonna be my ability to make sales. Peace.